Hey, Dr. Shelley back with another installment of tips and tidbits for transforming your life. It is an absolutely spectacular day. Fall is in the air, and it just turns out that it happens to be National Coffee Day. Now, I'm not a big coffee fan. I love the smell of it, but I want to use a prop, and it worked out okay that today was National Coffee Day because I wanted to use a coffee cup. You hear me talk a lot about the need to feed your soul. Well, there's a reason for that. And it's really simple. You can't get anything out of an empty cup. And if your spirit and soul is empty, just like this cup, well, guess what? Then you don't really have anything to give anyone else. And unfortunately, it's my experience that most people are running around with their cups, operating on fumes. A few weeks back, I gave you a challenge to do something that just fed your soul. And I want to challenge you to do that again, because this is something that, this is not something that you do and stop. This is something that you need to do every day, like a daily practice. What if you had a practice every day of doing something that fed your spirit, fed your soul? Fill up your cup. You know, there's a reason why when you fly, they say, put your mask on first and then secure the mask of those around you. I never really understood that, but it's the same principle. Because if you're empty, you got nothing to give. And sometimes, you know what? This is my experience. We live like empty is normal. We don't even know that we're empty. So one of the lessons that I'm going to do upcoming here has to do with awareness. And I mentioned a few weeks back that I'm gonna launch a new course here shortly, and I'm very, very excited about it. And you know, the first 2 weeks of the course are all about awareness and learning how to become aware. And for some, that's going to be a brand new tool. For others, maybe it's taken some tools that you have to another step. My contribution to you, I hope, is adding tools to your tool belt, because you never know when you're going to need one of those tools. And here's the other thing about tools in your tool belt. I was reading an article the other day, and they were talking about, and I've seen this over my course of time with chiropractic. People come in there in pain, and you give them exercises and you give them things to do to get them out of pain. And then we quit doing them. And I always ask the question why, and yet I'm a human being, I do the same thing. What if we had a practice of doing the small things that we did on a daily basis that got us to the great place that we are? What if we actually operated from there up, instead of always having to sort of tank and then coming back? So everything I've talked about today is all around one principle, and that is awareness. Noticing whether or not your soul is being fed on a regular basis. Noticing if you're here and moving up from there, or if you're here and you always got to crash and then bring yourself back, crash and bring yourself back. Or can you start from here and keep moving up from there and create practices on a daily basis that allow you to do it? But first and foremost, wrong way. If you're a coffee fan, go out and have some coffee today. If you're not, use the principle, because if you got an empty cup, then you're not really going to be good to yourself or anyone else. That's the tip for today. I will be back with you soon with another tip and tidbit for transforming your life. If you like the information below, please comment. Share it with your friends. I know some of you are hanging out in the background watching these, but you never say anything. I would love it if you just private message me. If you have questions, or you're not sure where to go next, what to do next, send me a message. Let's talk about it. I've got some really exciting stuff coming up, and I want to be able to share stuff that's really important to you. So please let me know what that is to you. Dr. Shelley, see you soon.